Hey there, everybody. It's me, Kay, and we're right back with more of the good stuff. We got Minecraft today, and I'm just working on cleaning out this hill so that I have a nice little straight shot. I can make a little path, maybe, soon to my my mining area. And even though that mine does, it's a very small cave right now, I'm going to turn it into a proper mine and get it down deep and branch mine it and all kinds of good stuff. This place exists to get me resources. As far as I'm concerned, this starting island is a resource base. It's got plenty of access to sand. It's going to have infinite wood, sugar cane, food in the form of bryads. It's got some livestock, pigs and sheep, and apparently also chickens. So I can do some breeding of pigs, sheep, and chicken. That will be good. So it's got a lot of good stuff, actually. And it being an island, it has infinite water. It even has a lava pool that I can use for something. I can get fish. I can get all kinds of good stuff here, really. This is a good spot. I'm surprised at how fortunate I was once I got a tree, of course. That was a bit of a fiasco, but other than that, it's been okay. I think other than that, everything's fine. I think we're going to get a lot of mileage out of this island. We're probably going to be here for quite a few episodes before we really get moved on. That's going to grow a little faster when I put some more dirt around it. But for now, it's fine as it is. I'm just burning through shovels to get some of this hillside taken off. Oh, that's sandstone now. Nice. Well, that's handy. I quite like sandstone. I like the smooth sandstone, which I'll definitely turn this regular sandstone into because I don't like regular sandstone at all and see no use in it. It's good for making ugly things, I suppose. Oh, I will need lots of sand for the new concrete. That's right, that's a thing that's around nowadays that wasn't around back in my heyday. That's going to be neat to work with. I'm looking forward to that. I think I need gravel for that, too. All right, let's just take these last little sticking up blocks out of the way. There we go. And now we'll mine this out of our way. Do. Okay, and how is it looking over here? Oh, sun's going down, so it's looking like going to bed over here. Righto. Oop. Where did I put my bed? Oh, yeah, it's down here. That's right. Boop. Nice and safe, and I can listen to the horrifying monsters that are probably inches away from me on the other side of these walls. Gonna enjoy that when we get in there. That's gonna be a treat. Oh, I need to make a another pick, or like 5 apparently. So to that end, let me just pluck some stone off the walls here. That's the nice thing about this place. It's just made out of stone for me. There we go. That'll do it. That will do the trick. There we go. Plenty now. Back to work. Oh, yes, you can see. Oh, hey, it's grown out past there now, so let's go ahead and start basic work hoeing out the farm. And I can walk across this. It's fine as long as I don't jump on it, I believe. Yes, and it is getting moistened. It's getting moist. Moist. Oh, I screwed that up. Oh, well. It'll grow around then, that's fine. Let's let that last bit grow in, and then we'll plant everything so we get a harvest at roughly the right timetable. In the meantime, let me go grab that sugar cane and plant it too. See if it plants in sand or dirt. I can't remember. I've seen it in sand. I think I've seen it in dirt, so maybe it can be planted in either. I planted it over here on the shoreline, so I guess it can go in sand. Where'd that tricksy old sugar cane go? Oh, is that it over there? I think that's actually it over there. Nope, there it is right there. Doesn't seem to want to grow very fast. Meanwhile, those trees have all grown in. That's good. That's kind of like an emergency extra wood supply that I can just access as soon as I need it. It's ready and waiting for me at any time. Is that a horse? That is a horse. That's cool. Look at that, a horse. Hey there, horse. He's pretty. Wow, there's actually a lot of resources on this island if one deigns to look for them. This is great. This is a good island. We're going to do a lot of cool stuff with this. This is currently our little civilized block. Ow. That hurt. Shouldn't have done that. Come on, like 4 more blocks of growth and we should be fine. Unless we get a little growth over there. That would be good too. Let's see about this sugar cane. Yes, it can be grown there. It certainly can. Let's see if it actually grows, like, happily in grass blocks next to water. See how that works out for us. That's about ready to plant. But in the meantime, let me finish this, and by then everything should be ready. So today I figured I'd talk about a few things. Not a lot going on in my life. This is all one massive session so far. It's still cold, obviously. But thankfully, with my door closed because I'm recording and I don't want, outside noise and all, it actually warms up pretty good because I have a pretty big computer and it puts out some heat. So I'm pretty comfortable once my computer gets running. It is, however, bitterly, bitterly cold outside. If I put my hand up to the window, it will instantly fall off, I'm pretty sure. I do not like this degree of cold. I like the cold, and I am a cold-acclimated person. I like cold weather. I just can't take it anymore due to poor health. And so, it's very unpleasant. I like cold because when you're cold, you can get warm. If you're hot, it's really hard to cool off. Like, there's so much you can do about being cold, but there's so little you can do about being hot, So, just as a purely comfort thing, it's nice. Like I said in a few previous episodes, a couple episodes back, since I'm disabled, I spend a lot of time, in bed or out on the couch or just relaxed somewhere, kind of laid out, where I can actually be comfortable, because it's one of the only times I can be. And so I do have an Android tablet, and I do a lot of gaming on it, actually. I think probably these days, as I've gotten older and a little bit weaker, I generally spend more time on my tablet than on, like, PC or console. I've never been a huge console gamer since I was, I guess, like, late teens. I was when I was a lot littler. But, so I have an Android tablet. It's a nice one. It's like what is this tablet? I think it's a Samsung S3. It's nice. It was one of the few little luxuries I sometimes spend Patreon money on. Mostly Patreon money goes to household bills and whatnot since I can't work, but sometimes if I save up, I buy myself something nice, and I'm always, grateful to all my patrons when I get to use something like that. But yeah, I have a nice tablet, and I spend a lot of time playing tablet games, and some of those games, I have strong feelings about mobile gaming and how it's monetized and other things, and like some of it's good and some of it's bad. But one game that I play a lot of, just every day without fail, is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, which is probably one of my favorite games. It's a sort of turn-based combat team-building game. I don't know what, like, genre it really is. It's hard to describe. Like, it's turn-based combat, and you assemble a party of, characters like an RPG, but there's not really any like RPG elements to it. I mean, you get items and stuff that you farm to equip people with to make their stats better. And you farm for like shards of characters to unlock characters, but it doesn't have like a strong RPG element. But I do really, really enjoy that game, so I'll probably talk about that periodically. I am, and if you play and you want to have my friend code so that you can use some of my vastly superior characters that I've cultivated over the last couple of years on there, feel free to mention in the comments that you play and that you want my code, and I'll just post that for you. Oh, I need a pick. Crap. That's okay. I don't think I have any stone left, do I? Oh no. Oh no, I have two cobblestone. I have to make a crapo wooden pick. Great. Use up some of my precious wood. But yeah, that's one game that I play a lot of. I think that is a very fun game. I think that the people who made it really know how to make a good game, and I enjoy it. I think that the people in charge of its monetization are absolute assholes. Like, it has some of the most miserable monetization I have seen in years and years and years. And that doesn't put me off for the game, because it's quite playable just as, for free. But you can certainly speed things up with money. But I don't like it because I don't like games where you don't know what you're getting. Like, let's say you want to buy, like, just as a pure hypothetical, like, let's say Darth Vader, even though this isn't how you get Darth Vader in that game. Like, I really want Darth Vader, so I'm going to farm him. Well, he takes a long time to farm, so I can buy shards of him. And, you need, like, 100 to unlock the character, and then you need, like, a grand total, I think 330 in total to max them out. They have, like, a rating in stars that determines how good they are overall. Like, a 2-star Greedo is not going to be as powerful as up to a 7-star one. It's just a multiplier on their stats, basically. But so you get to go and you say, I'll just they have a thing that sells shards of it. Okay, well, that's fine. Well, you pay, you buy their premium currency, which all games do, because that's an easier way for them to control the value of everything, which sucks. That's not a great thing. I understand why they do it, but it's kind of skeezy in my opinion. Instead of just dollars, you buy, galactic fun bucks or whatever that don't actually have monetary value. Which, again, the things you're buying in a mobile game have no monetary value themselves. They're just data, but, the value is the fun that you have with it, I suppose. But back to the example in Galaxy of Heroes, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to buy a pack of Vader shards. How many do I get? Well, therein lies the trick, because you can get anywhere between 10 and 330. So you can max this character out, or you can get, a 30th of it. And there's like $10 worth of stuff to do this. So if you're lucky, you spend $10 and you get a character, which, considering like the versatility of characters and all the things you do with them in that game, $10 for like a really good character seems a reasonable enough price to me. Like, I don't do a lot of spending on those kinds of games because I don't have a lot of money, obviously. But, like, just as a casual gamer, I would just say, yeah, okay, $10 doesn't seem, like, hideously unreasonable. Okay, we'll say that's reasonable. Unfortunately, you get 10 shards, and then you're back to square one, because 10 shards does nothing. So now you're like, well, I gotta buy more if I want to just get him now. So you end up spending, 33 packs of this, and that's like $330, and that's ridiculous. No, I honestly don't know if anybody really pays that much. Like, I can't fathom that there are people who spend that much money. I guess people who are really rich and don't care can. Like, I wouldn't know, believe me. But, it's one of those things, like, I have a subscription to an MMO. I pay $15 a month for Final Fantasy XIV because I play it with friends and I love the game. It's just a really fun game. Like, it's one of those little luxuries that we find a way to scrounge for when we're poor. But, like, I guess I've spent money in Galaxy of Heroes. I maybe spent, like, a couple $100 on it over, like, 2.5 years, mind you. So, like, that's one thing. To, like, spend money on a game. Like, I have no problem with people who want to spend money on mobile games. Especially ones that you're going to play for years. Like, if you're going to play it just for years and years, then I think of it as, like, the money that you spend, when you go out to eat or you go to the movies or what have you. It's like, it's just discretionary spending that's giving you enjoyment. And if it's something like that that I play every day, I don't really bat an eye at occasionally buying something in it that's small or a good price. But, like, the pricing on stuff in that game, 95% of the time, is insane. Like, I do not think that I am going to pay $100 to unlock a character halfway. Like, I wouldn't pay $100 to unlock a character the whole way, you know, just to have them maxed out. Like, that's the kind of price you'd expect to pay to max them out, like, and their level, and, like, their stars, and all their gear is gotten for you automatically, and, you know, an executive from the studio comes over and gives you, like, a beach or something. It's a bit excessive. So that one, like, while I can't recommend the game enough gameplay-wise, if you are frustrated easily in games or have addictive tendencies, it's like that's one that you need to stay away from because it is a rip-off in terms of price. Very fun game, terrible business model. And that's the case for a lot of mobile games, really. Like, most mobile games have terrible pricing models, and that pricing model has unfortunately gotten into, like, PC gaming recently. Loot boxes and stuff in other games. Like, I play games that have loot boxes, like Star Wars Battlefront 2. I like shooters, so I play that. I play Overwatch sometimes. Stuff like that. And they have loot boxes, and I hate that. I just... Like, Battlefront's not a big deal anymore, because at the time of me recording this, you can't actually... There are no more microtransactions in that game. They got rid of them because everybody threatened to, like, I guess, like, blow their headquarters up or something. I don't know. But people were very, very mad about that, I recall. And since that's gone away, that's been a lot more acceptable. Like, you still buy loot boxes, but you buy them with what you earn just playing the game. And Overwatch is the same way, but, like, Overwatch I don't like because they do... And this is a weird thing to nitpick about, I feel like. Because, again, like, Overwatch doesn't actually sell anything of any value. It's all cosmetic. I need more sticks. Hang on. Like, it's all cosmetic, but they do these events where you can get special loot boxes for a very limited time, and they often have really neat character skins or things that you look at and say, oh, I want that. And it's only available for this short time, so you have to play like crazy and hope you get lucky, or you can buy loot boxes for real money to get this cosmetic thing that serves no purpose in the game. And that, I don't like that. I don't like time-limited things like that, because I feel like that's manipulative. I think, like, dangling something that you want in front of your face for a limited time like that is very manipulative. Like, they are really doing that purely to cynically sell these loot boxes to you and make more money. I don't think that's good business. Like, again, I don't object to loot boxes in games. Like, if they didn't do that aspect, I wouldn't care. Like, you can do what you want with your money. That's fine. But, like, trying to use psychological trickery to you know, extract more money from the person who's already paid for the game and all, that's a little crappy. That's like, bad mobile gaming business practices. Like, I play several mobile games that don't have, like, terrible monetization. Like, let's see, what do I play a lot? I just got into Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, which is a classic-style turn-based Final Fantasy RPG with, like, a character collecting kind of gacha system included in it. And its monetization has been great. I've never felt the need to spend a penny on it, honestly. And I still do really well. In fact, I like that game so much that I've thought about adding a little thing to the channel, just unrelated to Let's Play, where I do character reviews of the numerous characters in that game. And, like, explain what they're good for and how to use them and where you get them and whatnot. And I've really been thinking about doing that a lot because it's fun and I like that kind of stuff. I like reviews of things like that. But, that game has the same, like, concept as, say, Galaxy of Heroes, except you unlock your character completely instantly on the spot. Like, if I get, I don't know, like, Cloud, you know, from Final Fantasy VII, I pull him out of, like, the random chance gacha machine. Oh, that was smart. and he's ready to go. Like, he starts out at level 1. I can go put equipment on him, which you get in the game through playing. You know, you go to towns in game and buy equipment and fight monsters and go on quests and stuff. It has a whole story and everything. It's actually a fairly good story, as far as, you know, Final Fantasy goes. But, you know, he's ready to go as soon as he comes out. I can just start taking him, playing with him, and leveling him. The thing is, I'm not guaranteed to ever get him. Whereas in, say, Galaxy of Heroes, I could play and just grind the shards to create a character. There are no shards, per se, in Brave Exvius, which is nice. I like that, and I both like and don't like that system. Because then you end up with, like, I need to pull the gacha machine, like, 8,000 times so I get what I want. But the nice thing is, of course, you can just get what you want, you know, anyway, because the game's generous with its premium currency. You will easily get, you know, thousands of dollars worth of it over about a year of playing, I suspect. What is it, like 100 for $1? And I think just playing through the game gets you 40,000. So yeah, that's like $400 for playing through the story, which is nice. I can only sleep at night. Why am I trying to sleep? It's not nighttime. But I've been playing a lot of Brave Exvius. I just started playing that, and again, if you play that and you want me to hit you up with like a friend code or something so we can use each other's characters, just say so in the comments. I'm always happy to have people to play with. But yeah, I might start doing something on the channel related to that in terms of like character suggestions and guides. But yeah, I've been enjoying that. I think I've taken that down about well enough that that I can see where I'm going. And I'm eventually gonna put in some stairs down here, you know, so I can just kind of get down. Let's work in here for a little bit. Oh no, let's plant. I had done everything. That's what I was going down here for. I got so distracted talking about stuff, but that's what that's really about anyway. Not the build so much as the talking. But I've been playing that. Been enjoying it. That's about all I'm playing on my tablet right now. I play those two games a lot. And like I said, I've played Galaxy of Heroes for years now. And I've played Brave Exvius for like a week. But I really like both for different reasons. And I think if you're a person with a phone or a tablet, like iPhone or Android, I recommend Brave Exvius, especially if you're a Final Fantasy fan. It's actually a really fun game. It's a proper RPG. It has the feel and everything to it, you know? Excuse me, drink. Delicious drink. Nice water. But yeah, it's something I'd highly recommend. It's actually one of the times I recommend just completely unrelated things on a game video. That's one that I like a lot. I'm gonna have a pork chop for the satiation bar. There we go. We should, by the time I run out of pork chops, we should have plenty of bread. And so this has been pretty productive, actually. We talked like the whole way. We did some background work. I'll probably talk more about games and stuff in general soon on here. But for now, we've got a little wheat farm going. And I think it's time to do some work down in here, actually. Do a little mining, figure out, you know, our situation. Still haven't gone through that wooden axe. I'm surprised. Do I have anything to make more torches? I do have things to make more torches, as a matter of fact. That would be just delightful. I will make 8 of them, in fact. There we go. That's going to make 1. And this is the trick I know, is you make 1 charcoal, and then that'll make 8 more charcoal. Just pop that in, and we should have torches very shortly. And that will be enough for 8 torches, which is what I've got the necessary sticks for. Let's just do a little resource gathering back here, because there's coal back here, too, that I want to get my hands on. Yes, right there it is. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we're going to get a little EXP while we're doing this. I forgot about that. If I can find me some diamond, I can maybe... Oh, I got to be careful because I might dump sand on my head if I'm not paying attention here. Hang on. Ooh. Well, that just obliterates rock. There we go. Let's open this up so the light gets in. There we go. Okay, well that was, what, 12 coal? Not bad, not bad. I'll take that. Let's see about this iron. I've been real curious about this since I got in here and saw it the first time. Oh, it's not a whole lot, but it's a respectable amount at least. Alright. Cool. Oh, it is nighttime out there now. Let's go to bed. There we go. I can't tell if the monsters are right outside or they're in here somewhere in the distance. But there's our charcoal. We're going to make the torches now. Boom. Okay, we got plenty of torch now. Of torch. Good grammar. Plenty of torch. Let's grab some saplings and do a little planting there. Any dirt I got, and start clearing out some area for work there. Any dirt I got. There we go. I have some tiny, insignificant amount of dirt. Rotten flesh is just my emergency, like, absolute dire nightmare straits food. So we're going to leave that be. And it does look like the sugarcane is growing in. Good news there. I'm happy to see that. That's not where you go, Chief. There you go. Sorry if I'm getting a little more quiet. It's to the end of a long recording session and my voice is starting to go on me, so I'm trying to keep it alive. Because I do need it. You know, doing Let's Plays actually more work than it might seem. It can get quite hard on your voice, among other things. I also haven't recorded in a while because I've been on vacation because it was, you know, Christmas and New Year's and I needed a little time out. So I'm a little out of practice, so that's making my voice weaker. You definitely get more stamina the longer you do this. Like I can, like once I get my voice back, I can do like 10 episodes in a sitting, and that's fine. And that's I'm good for the week, and then I rest the rest of the week and do like editing and whatnot. But I'm struggling on number 4 here. Believe me, I think the throat's starting to burn. You can probably tell that my voice is going a little bit. It's cracking here and there. Alright, let's get this last bit of this layer of dirt done. We're going to flatten most of this section of the island out, because this is not my, like, build one with nature, beautify stuff. This is my claim as much raw resources as I can, and then build a nether portal to the mainland island. There we go. Alright, let's add some more dirt in here. I just want grass to spread onto it so it looks, you know, all nice, and I want to have animals down here, and a house, a little house, and that will help with, the animals down here will help with that, because sheep eat the grass, you know. You gotta be mindful of, like, how resources will be consumed. I have 46 blocks, so I can dig out a little more here. Let's... Oh, no, I actually have way more than that. Never mind. Let's pop these down here. This knocked out. Thankfully, we are about out of time for this episode, so I am going to see you all next time. I hope you've had fun talking about random stuff with me while I do a little simple beginner work. We will have plenty more complex stuff in the near future when it's time to build some bigger and better things. But for now, this little island is coming along pretty good. It's got, you know, the basic level of resources that I need. The wheat is coming in. I will have plenty of bread by the time pork chops are run out. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye for now, everybody. See ya.